Let's discuss today how to apply personal independent payment, which is also known as PIP. So let's discuss first what PIP is for. Personal independent payment can help with extra living cost if you have both a long-term physical or mental condition or disability, difficulty doing certain everyday tasks, or getting around because of your condition. You can get PIP if you are even working, have savings, or getting other benefits. Now let's discuss how PIP works. There are two parts of PIP, a daily living part if you need help with everyday tasks, a mobility part if you need help with getting around. Whether you get one or both parts and how much you get depends on how difficult you find everyday tasks and getting around. If you might have less than 12 months to live, you will get automatically a daily living part. Whether you get the mobility part depend on your needs. Now let's discuss what do we actually mean by daily living part. Preparing foods, eating and drinking, managing your medicine or treatment, washing and bathing, using the toilet, dressing and undressing, reading, managing your money, socializing, talking, listening and understanding. This is all relates to daily living part. Now let's discuss the mobility part. The mobility part, working out a route and following it, physical moving around, leaving your home. You do not have to have a physical disability to get the mobility part. You might also be eligible if you have difficulty getting around because of cognitive or mental health condition like anxiety. How difficult with task is assessed. The Department of Work and Pension, which is also known as DWP, will assess how difficult you find daily living and mobility tasks. For each task, they will look at whether you can do it safely, how long it takes you, how often your condition affects this activity, whether you need help to do it from person or using extra equipment. Now let's discuss what if you live in Scotland. If you live in Scotland, in that case, you need to apply for adult disability payment, which is known as ADP. Instead of, if you currently get PEP, you will automatically move to ADP by summer 2024. If you get ADP and move from Scotland to England or Wales, you must make a new claim for PIP instead. Now let's discuss what if you get disability living allowance, which is also known as DLA. Disability living allowance is being replaced by PIP for most adults. You will be getting DLA if you are under 16, you are born or before 8 April 1948. If you were born after 8 April 1948, DWP will invite you to apply for PIP. Now let's discuss what is the eligibility criteria to apply PIP. You can get personal independent payment if all of the following applies to you. You are 16 or over. You have a long-term physical and mental health or disability. You have a difficulty doing certain everyday tasks or getting around. You expect the difficulties to last for the 12 months from when they started. You must also be under state pension age if you are not receiving any PIP before. If you get other benefits or income, you can get PIP at the same time as all other benefits except Armed Forces Independent Payment. If you get constant attendance allowance, you will get less of daily living part of PIP. If you get War Pensioners Mobility Supplement, you will not get the mobility part of the PIP. You can get PIP if you are working or have savings. Now let's discuss if you have recently returned from living abroad. To apply PIP, you will usually need to have lived in England, Scotland, or Wales for at least 2 years of the last 3 years. be living in one of these countries when you apply. If you have recently returned from living in EU, Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, you might be able to get PIP sooner. If you have lived abroad, you might still be able to get PIP if you either live in EU, Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, you can get help with daily living tasks, work in armed forces, or family members of someone who does. Now, let's discuss if you are not a British citizen, can you get PIP? In that case, you must normally live in or show that you intend to settle in the UK, not to subject any immigration control. For example, if you got ILR, that means you are not subject to immigration control and you can apply PIP. You might be able to get PIP if you are on refugee or have asylum seekers or humanitarian protection status. How much you will get? There are two different lowerly rate weekly rate. So lower weekly rate is 68.10 pence and your higher weekly rate is 101 pound 75 pence. For mobility part, you will get 26 pound for lower weekly rate and for higher weekly rate, you will get 71 pound. So if you have both daily living part and mobility part and you are on higher weekly rate, then in that case, you will get 101 plus 71 pound. Is tax free. The amount you get is not affected by your saving or incomes. How you will be paid? You will be paid usually after every 4 weeks. The date of your first payment, what day of the week you will usually be paid, how long you will get PIP for. This will all be told when you will get the decision letter. If your payment date is on a bank holiday, you will usually be paid before the bank holiday. After, you will continue to get paid normal. Now let's discuss other help you can get. If you get the mobility part of PEP, you might be eligible for Blue Badge, vehicle test discount or exemption, mobility scheme vehicle, disability person rail card. You might be able to get a discount on council tax and local bus travel. Contact your local council to check. If someone helps to care for you, they might be able to get carer's allowance or carer's credit. Now let's discuss how to claim PIP. Call the PIP new claim phone line. You will then be sent a form that asks about your conditions. Complete and return that form. The address is on the form. Telephone number for that is 0800 917 2222. You can also claim online if you go on www.gov.uk/pip/how to claim. You can also claim online. You need to provide your NI number, email address, and your mobile phone number.